Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube, my name is Nur Muhammad from NM Watch, and I've got a 3 watch comparison for you guys tonight. So yep, we have on the left corner we have the one of the first ever, I'd say, Rolex Submariner homage watch by Saint Martin. So this is the SN017G version 3, and next up is this SN004 version 3 as well, and the most right is the Saint Martin SN006, so an homage of a certain vintage Rolex, which I have no idea which reference are we looking at. Right, so before we start the show, let's do a quick wristwatch check. Today I'm wearing another Saint Martin, again an homage of another version of a Rolex. So this is, if you see here, it is a combination between Explorer case with the Explorer hands, but combined with an OP or Oyster Perpetual style dial, right? So awesome watch, right? So let's get back to these 3 sub comparison, right? Of course, guys, so this one is mimicking or homaging the previous version of current Rolex with the with this maxi case and with those maxi dial, and it is in green colorway, so commonly known as the Hulk, which is, if you guys are to get yourself one of those, so those are going to be costing somewhere around 40,000 or 50,000 US dollars. So I can justify myself for getting this $200 Saint Martin S, because I certainly don't have 50,000 US dollars to spend on just one single watch, right? So right, so next up is this the SN004, right? So I've struggled to find what reference this one is homaging to. So I imagine this one is a vintage Rolex homage, but I have no idea which one. But still a very nice looking pencil hand setup here with that vintage looking indices and vintage looking dial, right? So this one is again another reference, another homage to a certain vintage Rolex diver, but this one has this how to say this, drill lugs, right? So this rather flat case, straight lugs there, but it has that very important drill lugs with that beautifully done box sapphire crystal, which for me looks very vintagey, right? So this one it has a bit of dome, but I think this is a single, or is it double dome sapphire crystal? Yeah, it has a bit of box to it, but not that not that boxy, but still I've struggled to I don't really understand whether you call this box dome sapphire crystal. I'm not really sure. And on this one, of course, we have a flat sapphire crystal with this cyclops, right? So which works really nice, enhancing or enlarging the date wheel to 2.5 times, which is very good for my aging eyes, guys, right? So all of them have ceramic bezel insert, right? So with Lume pip on the 12 o'clock. And yeah, some of the enthusiasts mentioned that for this particular version they would have hoped for a stainless steel bezel, but you know what, I just prefer this ceramic bezel insert any time of the day, right? So the case, right? So here's the difference, right? So between these two, right? Let's start with compare with these two. So you can see that the case, this is what watch fans call a super case, right? So super case because those lugs are quite thick. But if you compare it to the vintage style Rolex sub, you can see that the lug is quite thin on this one. So the only thing that I don't like about this particular version is that the lug is quite long at 49 millimeters. That is where I prefer this case, because you see that lug is straight down there, so it's a whole lot thinner compared to this one. This one is a whole lot thinner, but even if you compare to this one, this is way much better design. The SN004 is way much better design compared to even on this one. So shame it doesn't have any drill lugs, but yeah, still I just love this case, right? So That's the dimensions. Oh, sorry, the finishing is all almost the same. So brush finishing on top, brush finishing on top as well, and even brush finishing on this one as well. But on the side, we have two polish finishing here. So which is of course is going to be a scratch magnet. But this one, for me, is my favorite because it has that brush case finishing. So very nicely done there. Of course, they all come with this beveling here, polish bevel here, and even on this one as well. But on this one, yep, we don't have any bevel whatsoever. But yeah, of course, it's mimicking the current Rolex sub, so that one doesn't also don't have any bevel. So this one doesn't have it as well, right? So the crown, let's talk about the crown. So this one is featuring that S logo, right? This one also featuring the S logo, which is and again another S logo. So all of them has the exact same sign, but you can see that on the latest, on the SN00017, the crown is a whole lot taller. So this is easily the best easy to use, the most easy to use crown compared to these three, right? So if you compare these two, I could say that this one is a bit taller, this one is a whole lot thinner. That makes it a bit difficult to use, but because this one doesn't have any crown guard, that is okay, right? So that's good to know, right? What else should we talk about? Yeah, the bracelet, right? So this one, of course, male end links, right? So tapering down from 20 to 16 millimeters, right? So this one also female end links, but you see that the integration between this the end lug with the case is very nice on this one, but on this one it looks a bit weird, guys. So yeah, you can see that. Oh my, I don't know, it has this step and it has this, it's not really confirmed to the case of the shape of the lugs here. Yeah, for me it looks a bit weird, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so again, this one is also perfectly done, right? So it matches the end link, so it's way much better compared to this one. But if you see the fitment on this two, is, yeah, they are you know what, they are very nice for the money, guys, for the money, right? So all bracelet tapering from 20 to 16 millimeters. This one also the same, but the only difference is that we have a brush finishing on the side, right? So this one has a polish finishing on the side. So yeah, it's kind of hit or miss there, because I thought that if you guys have a polish finishing case, you would also have a polish finishing on the side. But they've started to do this somewhere at from the version 2, I think. So version 2 started to use this brush side, bracelet side. So I have no idea why they do that, because I think that, yeah, it should have a polish sides, right? So yeah, the bracelet, but on the SN004, this one featuring a vintage, sorry, rivet style bracelet, which for me is my favorite. Some people really hate these things because they say that this is a faux rivets, but for me this looks absolutely classic, and it's very comfortable to use. Okay, so on the clasp, we have your exact same clasp, 18 millimeters clasp, which is very good, but of course the space between this one is 16 millimeters, right? So it features the Saint Martin stamp logo on the top, with a brush finishing on the top, and also polish finishing on this chamfer edges. So the exact same clasp is being used on this particular, on this SN006 as well. But surprise, on the SN017, so it doesn't have any any polish chamfer. So yeah, maybe it is to match this this brush finishing on the side of the bracelet, right? So of course all of them has 4 micro adjusts here, and also 4 micro adjusts here. So thank you very much, Saint Martin. And yeah, all of these three have a very nice high quality bracelet on them. Case back, simple. So we have this bulging I don't know, stepped case back here. This one is also the same, and this one is also the same, right? So yeah, nothing to complain about that one. But yeah, still Okay, so what else? Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot to mention about the dimension. Right. So let's start with the biggest one. 40 millimeters in diameter, 48 mils in lug to lug, and a thickness of 13 millimeters. Lug width is 20 millimeters and a 7 millimeters crown. Right. So for me, this is right. So if I am to put it on my wrist, so this is going to be the most uncomfortable of the bunch because of the big case size of big case design, I must say, and due to the much more heavy weight on this one. So that is 146 gram, right? So, and let's just give a quick wristwatch. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think I've done a wristwatch check, right? So SN001, awesome watch for the money, right? So when I put it on my wrist, so 146 gram, although it is not that heavy, but because of the case design, so it does look a bit bigger compared to the other two, right? So check out that 51 mil lug to lug. So it is, I think that is the maximum that I could go. Yeah, this is how it looks on my wrist. So the third, you know what, the most uncomfortable watch compared to these two, right? So let's put on the the dimension, 39 millimeters on the case, but on the bezel is 40 millimeters, lug to lug of 48.6, or you know what, let's just call it 49. So that is a bit too long in my opinion, and we have a 20 millimeters lug width, and the crown again is 7 millimeters, but a bit shorter compared to the SN017, right? So on this bracelet, so it weighs at about 146 grams, sorry, 141 grams. So 5 gram, although it is just 5 grams lighter than the SN017, but because of the case design, the slim lug, so it fits much better compared to that particular watch. So yeah, very nice. Okay, but the nugget or the champion for me, at least on inside this comparison, is this SN004. I just love this 38 millimeters diameter case with a bezel, 38 millimeters on the case, 39 millimeters on the bezel, and just a very compact 46 millimeters lug to lug with a 13 millimeters in thickness, and that 7 millimeters crown. Very nice set of dimensions here. And on this bracelet, it weighs just about 133 grams, right? So very nice. Okay, so this is easily the best wearing Saint Martin to date, because of that short lug to lug, and of course that lightweight, right? So I just love how this thing looks. Of course, if you don't like this leather dial, so you could always go to the black dial in the version 2. That looks awesome as well, right? So there you, oh yeah, before I completely forgot, let's just do a quick Lume check, right? So Lume check, you know what, let's just put the 0021 in the mix, and let's charge them all together, so to create a very nice Lume check today, right? So let's charge the 021 first, and the 004, and the 006, and of course the 0017, right? So let's give it a bit more charge, and let's shut off the light. Boom. Oh my god, guys, that looks absolutely awesome in my opinion. Of course, we have BGW9 on 3 of these watches, and we only have this C3 Super Lume Vintage Lume on the SN004. But if you compare it to the SN021, it is still okay. It performs good, right? So, but because the 021 is not a dive watch, so it is not going to be that strong. But this is not a bad watch either in the Lume department. But if you compare to these two, this on the right is the SN006. It is applied, no, sorry, it is printed indices. But if you compare it to the applied indices on the SN017, this is definitely the much better Lume watch in this comparison, right? So let's put lights back on, and let's go to the conclusion, right? So for me, if I am to pick a a vintage, so sorry, a sub homage watch right now, my choice would be this one, right? So but of course because I have a smaller wrist, right? So the only downside, or maybe a if you guys are looking for something that has an applied indices, this one didn't came with any applied indices. So maybe St. Martin will do one in the future, we have no idea. But as of now, this one are only available in printed indices, and this with this orange dial or leather dial, and also a few other black dial option, right? So the second one, this is this one. Okay, so because I prefer the slim lug design, although lug is a bit too long. Yeah, it has that, and of course the dome, sorry, box dome sapphire crystal really looks awesome. The other downside is that this one is cost about $200. This one will cost you $300, guys. So this is $100 more compared to that one, but because it has that, it has that PT 5000 movement, and yeah, it is an unknown quantity. So yeah, I've been using this for a few months now, so no problems whatsoever with the movement, but still it is one point of consideration, and you can't get it on any other dial configuration. So you only get what you see, only this one dial. All right, so and the oldest competitor, or the oldest Submariner homage made by St. Martin is this SN017, right? So tons of different dial option. You have black, you have green, you have blue, you have MOP, and even you could have the, what was it, Kanagawa dial. So I'm not bold enough to try that one, but still one of the best budget option if you want something, a Submariner homage look, Submariner homage watch, and yeah, you can't go wrong with this one. But still, my favorite will be that one. Okay, so there you have it, guys. So which, do tell me in the comment section below which one do you like. And for me, I'm going to be wearing this one because this is so damn comfortable on the wrist, and I even go sleep with it. Okay, so there you have it, guys, my comparison of these three awesome St. Martin sub homage, and which is your pick. So please do let me know in the comment section below. So if you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more future video reviews such as this one, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Stay safe and bye bye.